You ever wonder if the small things we do, those little acts of kindness, actually make a real difference? Well, today we're diving into a timeless fable that gives a pretty powerful answer to that question. It's the story of the ant and the dove.
And this is really the heart of it all, isn't it? Can one small, seemingly insignificant moment actually change everything? This ancient story argues that, yeah, it absolutely can. So let's see how.
So, our story doesn't start with some huge, dramatic event. It begins with a simple moment of need on a nice, sunny day. Picture this, a peaceful forest, and out comes our first character, a tiny ant. She's been on a long journey, she's tired, and she is super thirsty. All she wants is a drink of water. Seems simple enough, right? But as we're about to see, even the simplest things can get dangerous.
And just like that, her simple drink turns into a full-blown crisis. The riverbank gives way, her little legs lose their grip, and suddenly she's swept into the powerful current, completely at the mercy of the water.
She is totally helpless. You can just imagine her small voice almost lost in the sound of the river crying out. Her life is literally on the line.
But it turns out she isn't alone. Up on a branch, our second character, a gentle dove, is watching the whole thing unfold. She sees the ant's desperate struggle, and she feels for her. She knows she's got to do something.
Now, what's really amazing here is just how simple the rescue is. For the dove, it's nothing. She just plucks a leaf and drops it. But for the ant, that simple little leaf is everything. It's a lifeline.
And the ant's gratitude is just immense. This isn't just a casual thanks, it's a real promise. A life has been saved, a connection has been made, and this one moment is the seed for everything that's about to happen.
Okay, so a few days go by, and that debt of kindness, it's about to be called in, because the roles are about to get dramatically reversed.
This just shows you how fast things can change. We go from the rescue to a nice period of calm, and then bam, that peace is shattered. A hunter shows up, and now there's a much bigger threat in the forest.
And guess who the hunter's target is? Our gentle dove. She's just resting up there, totally unaware that she is just moments away from death. The hunter raises his bow, pulls back the string, the tension is just off the charts.
But somebody else sees the danger. Down on the forest floor, the tiny ant recognizes her savior. And in that split second, there's no hesitation at all, just a clear, urgent need to act.
And this right here is the powerful turning point of the story. That small act of kindness is about to be returned in a very, very big way.
So here's what she does. The ant uses the only weapon she has. She scurries right up the hunter's leg and gives him a sharp, painful bite. This tiny little creature creates a huge distraction.
And the effect is immediate. The hunter yelps, his aim is ruined, and the arrow goes flying harmlessly into the woods. Startled by all the noise, the dove flies away to safety.
And now we get this beautiful, perfect moment. The dove, who was once the savior, is now the one who's been saved. The cycle of kindness has come all the way back around.
So, what does this story really teach us? Let's break down the core lesson here, because it's all about the ripple effect of one single action. I think this is so cool because it shows how different strengths can lead to the same result. The dove used her size and her bird's eye view to help. The ant used her tiny size and her ground level view to do the same. They each just used what they had. You know, there's a word for this whole idea, reciprocity. And it's not about paying back an exact debt, like keeping a tally. It's about a mutual exchange of help and kindness that builds a real bond of support. And this cycle is really the engine that drives the whole story. It starts with one selfless act. That creates genuine gratitude. And that gratitude becomes the motivation to return the favor when the time comes, completing this beautiful, self-sustaining loop.
So as we wrap up, what's the single biggest idea we should take away from this story? What's the final lesson here?
Well, I think the core message is both simple and really profound. No act of kindness is ever truly lost. It might just be a potential that sits there for a while, only to show up again when it's needed most. It reminds us that our real power isn't about our size or our status. It's about our willingness to act.
So I'll leave you with this final thought from the story, that a kind heart is more powerful than a strong body. And it really makes you wonder, what seemingly small act of kindness could you do today that might just change someone's world tomorrow?